All right, guys, we're back for another episode. Um, I'm excited today because this is what I've been wanting to talk about for the longest time is Amazing Fantasy 15. Amazing Fantasy 15. Let's do it. Marvelous Packs here. I've been looking forward to this comic dropping in the app for a long time. It's been heavily speculated. Probably for the comic community, this is more speculated than the Vader drop, than a lot of other drops that happened in the app. Yes, Marvel Comics 1 is important, but in terms of Silver Age grails, this is as good as it gets. And let's look at this date right here. You can see says July 31st, 1962. Well, we're very close. So if your speculation is it's releasing, I'm with you because that right there is a Easter egg in itself. Because KYC, you're gonna have to be eligible. That has been the motivating factor to get most users legit. And look at this gorgeous cover, art done by Steve Ditko. It's a great comic cover, 12-cent cover. Let's go ahead and also look at the fact that not only is it a 60-year anniversary of Spider-Man, that we're celebrating Spider-Man in August. There's going to be a lot more marketing coming forward with veve, but we know that this comic has heavy value. Now, the one thing I will say is there's not a lot out there that are graded in the census, considering this is Silver Age. Now, if we look here, it said there is a sale of a 9.6, and we'll flip over to Heritage Auctions, which confirms on their sales right here on the middle. 1962, Amazing Fantasy, beautiful lot, 93001, sold for 3.6 million. That's a 9.6, ladies and gentlemen. That is almost as good as it gets. 9.8 being pretty much your gem mint grade. A 9.9 and a 10.0 are heard of, but in books this old, to get a 9.6 is pretty much going to be the highest you'll ever see. So that is a definite record sale. It is recent. You see, September 12th, 2021. This book is a grail. A lot of people in the comic world know that this is another book that's very much a grail. Action Comics 1. We see this trading card in the hero packs. Everyone loves stacking these. Legendary Image of Superman. I mean, look at that book. That's beautiful right there. Look, just sold too for 3.18 million. So this Spider-Man book is beating out Superman right now. But yes, you can argue with me the year it came out, 1938, the grade difference, etc. But it's still very impressive to see that. I'm very bullish on the drop of this comic. We know it's not a question of if, but when. Now that in the AMA, the CEOs both were flexing their Amazing Fantasy 15s at us. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, everyone. So if we go back to Go Collect, we see, if we scroll down to the low grades, a 6.0, which is the same grade of that as that first appearance of Superman. Well, in the Amazing Fantasy 15, which is a book not as old, it's about 20 years till Spider-Man dropped his first appearance with that Steve Ditko cover, $100,000. That's not bad at all. You know, let's look at the total grade count. All grade 3,629. So the further down you go, the more that are on the census, and then you have the sales counts. Very cool. So yeah, some people have the signature copies. It's only 11% of the population are signed covers. The universal covers, 64%, and the restored. Restored is that purple label. If you get a restored purple label on a comic, that means that there were chunks of the comic possibly missing, or you had a lot more treatment done than just simple pressing to have it restored. But anyway, in any case, we're talking digital collectibles, so let's get back to it. Um, That is a comic Hall of Fame site. So Heritage Auctions is usually one for, very prestigious books that go in there. Very big grail, Silver Age and Golden Age comics. I kind of want to now like talk about my thoughts on edition size. Edition size in general needs to make sense. We're talking Amazing Fantasy 15, and lately the comic drops, we've gotten rid of the bots. The true population of us wasn't what it seemed. That's not a bad thing. It means we're just early, and that's a good thing. So be stacking, y'all. Stack as much as you can. I really hope you guys are taking advantage of this downtime to be stacking some big comics because, in all honesty, I know that this book will get away from me. I'm never going to be truly prepared financially to be able to, like, oh, I'm going to play the market, pick up or stack a bunch of this book. I'm playing the drop and I'm hoping for the best. Of course, I'm going to play the market and see what I can pick up. Probably will go for heavy on the commons just because it's my budget, realistic. Because I'm not going to try and price predict, but based on edition size, I truly feel like this is going to be a 20,000 mint edition. I would rather it be 30,000, but I think it will be 20,000. I think Marvel has realized it's more successful for them on their margins too, with their fees and what they're generating off the market transactions, to be having a lower count. And especially with a Grail book, it'll really make a lot of money for Marvel. So I really think after seeing how they were promoting a little bit of everything, I was on with VV Arcade and VV Vibes. Shout out to them. Also to Doctor Strange for a bit. He had to cut out, but we were talking about how it seemed like they were promoting at Comic Con a little bit of everything. You had a poster collectible, a comic collectible, an item or accessory, or some kind of artifact collectible, and a premium, obviously, character with Silver Surfer, and the truck and their mighties, which they were promoting heavily throughout, and their Randy Chavez confirmed. Follow all these content creators, guys. They have great insight, and they confirmed from San Diego Comic Con that they will be promoting more mighties and taking those to New York Comic Con in October. So that's really bullish if you're a mighty collector, set collector. I'm not. I only have the Deadpool truck. I sold some of my other mighties and didn't go for the Deadpool mighty drop. But that's pretty amazing because I think it clearly shows that there's going to be utility that comes with those, and you can get some good deals, and the MCP is pretty nice. But anyway, let's get back to discussing comics, and I think that this amazing fantasy is what it's all about. This is what we're saving up for, or selling other things to get bigger things is the idea, and that's why they call it gem squeezes. So please just be aware your stuff might be going down for a bit, but it doesn't mean that after this drop things won't settle back up. I really think what's going to truly happen is this drop in itself will bring up a lot of marketing because of word of mouth. I think when we're telling our family and friends, now that there's cash out, there's no fear to tell everyone you want. You're telling friends, you're telling family, and then comic book collectors in the community will want to go for this. Like I know because this is what I do. I have comics. Like I just found this in a dollar bin. Come on, guys. Right in the app, the value is gonna start going up on X-Men, so I picked it up. No brainer. So please be aware that people are going after these things, and they have it on their radar. The comic book collectors do want to collect that. Oh, got a call right now. There we go. I'll turn that off. But yeah, that's pretty much like what is on their radar the most is me telling them when specific comics are dropping and they want to just go for those. Or like for instance, I have a few friends that are Silver Surfer collectors. They wanted to know about that drop. They're interested in specific drops that to them are things they want to collect and hold. These are like collectors, so they're going to be participating. This drop will sell out fast, especially if it's 20K editions. Like I'm speculating. I'm not positive, but that's where I think things are going to go. Um, I hope I'm wrong because I want a chance to get one on drop. I think if it's 30K or even 60K, we're all going to at least get one, and that'll be the fun to see what rarity and mint. But yeah, I mean, and I know people are going to say, oh, the bots are going to come back or whatever, but that's why I think why they wanted to make sure to wait for this one or to get KYC done by that certain period because already people were like, oh well, Silver Surfer was the botter's last drop, or the whichever ones are this week, which is the comic for. Let's go look at it right now. Let's see. Oh, what happened here? Refresh that. See if that works. My VV. There we go. But yeah, I mean, it's also true that you got to be on the lookout for things like I've been Comic Con was full of nuggets, not just Vivi, not just of us worrying about what how Vivi was marketing, our collectibles and the future, but also Marvel was marketing a lot, and Marvel was coming out with like a lot of announcements for their phases, and I know a lot of people are stoked for Wakanda. I know I am. I mean, check this out. Got that Riri Williams Ironheart. Yeah, what y'all know about that? So we got the Marvel Age Annual. I had to show that again. That's just too cool. Should make the camera bigger, but y'all can see it. It's pretty cool. Um, got the Marvel Age Annual book dropping 20K edition size. Check out the VV and 3 video about this book. It's not worth that much. Probably about like 100 to 120 to 150 bucks for a high grade. Um, this book was a review book. Marvel Age reviewed what was going on by the editors and stuff. They gave you kind of promotions. They kind of let you know what they were dropping next. They gave hints. Sometimes there are important issues of them. There really are. Sometimes there's like first appearance kind of borderline stuff in some of these books. But I'd say because this one's more about the cleanup crew in Marvel with the first appearance of also certain characters that are very obscure but are just starting to come out more in the new Marvel content. If you've seen Miss Marvel, you've seen it's alluring to that team that cleans up after the Avengers and after these Marvel heroes making a mess of the city. But yeah. This book for me is probably one I'm not gonna really go for on the drop. I'm probably gonna skip it. I'm not too into this stacking this book. I'm kind of basically waiting for the bigger drops to come, and I'm really hoping, like everyone else, it's Amazing Fantasy 15. Also, some news because I was showing you the Riri Williams in Wakanda. They did drop the trailer, and if you guys haven't seen that trailer, please do. Um, uh, don't listen to me anymore if you haven't seen it. But basically, Riri is in the trailer making her first suit, introduced into the MCU. Looks really, really badass. I love it. I can't wait for that film. I thought I wasn't gonna like. I saw the trailer once. I was telling my friend, you know what? I'm not that excited about it, and I kept watching it, and it did kind of get me. I just kind of hard to be like, dang, Black Panther's gone, but if you see at the end, it looks like that could be Killmonger. I don't know. That hyped me up. It made me think, dang, that looks a lot like Killmonger's suit. Or who knows? Maybe that's just the way one of the new ladies is gonna wear, and maybe it'll be Shuri. We don't know for sure. But Riri Williams is making her entrance. She's gonna be probably getting promoted on VV soon. I think She-Hulk is on deck. Who else do I think is on deck? Groot again. Who knows what we'll get? We had the holiday baby Groot. Maybe they'll do I don't know, something fun around that for the kids to collect. That those shorts look fun. I'm not gonna lie. I want to show those to my kids. I really want to see Quantum Mania. I really want to see Guardians of the Galaxy. We didn't get a trailer. James Gunn didn't want to put it out because I guess the visual effects weren't ready yet. There's a lot. that didn't get announced for Phase 6. A lot of holes. I was disappointed at first because, I'm an X-Men guy, so I'm just holding out. But we know we're getting X-Men. We're getting nuggets here and there. It's going to take their time to get them in, but you can't have Secret Wars to me without Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And yeah, obviously the Kang book. If that doesn't pump in the app on its own with all the MCU stuff being announced, I don't understand. But there's a lot of speculation, and it's just begun, guys. So I think now I'm basically all over the place when it comes to wanting to talk Marvel. I could keep going on, but I'll save it for the next video and let you guys get on with your day. Y'all have a marvelous day. Take care, guys. Peace.